able to knock this thing out and knocked off the air. So, you know, I guess that's why I need people in transmission at CNBC. Some of our engineers and things like that. It's a little more difficult when I'm sitting here doing it on my own from home. But here we go again with 3 at 3. Let's start it up again. We'll try to start from the top. Let's see here. Bang. All right, presentation starting again. It is the 10th of September, and hopefully it goes for longer than 17 seconds this time, because one of you was nice enough, Joker Mank, was nice enough to tell me that it wasn't going. And I look over on Twitter and I see, hey, Travis, Joker, something's going on here. I don't know what's going on, guys, but it did get knocked off. We're back. Disclaimer. This says this is for educational and informational purposes only. Thank you. Intellectual property, copyrights, trademarks, registered marks, patents, all over at Market Rebellion. Please cite us if you'd like to use any of this. Thank you very much. All right, DraftKings. So DraftKings, you probably didn't get this because the first time I tried to do it, it was only 17 seconds. So I'm happy that I'm getting a little longer this time. DraftKings, we talked about it 2 days ago. 2 days ago. September 40 calls. They were bought for, let's say, an average of $1.60, $1.70. We doubled our money in 1 day. We made even more money today. How is that? That's how. Because we traded through 43. So that is how we made even more money to the upside. Now, being a prudent money manager, when an option doubles, I take half of that money and take it off the table. You heard my friend Josh Brown talking about this with stocks today. You heard him say playing with the house's money. I don't really like that phrase, but Josh is right. When you're taking money off the table, putting it in your pocket, you don't feel as bad with what you've got left out there. So by taking all of that double off the table, that means that I am going to have more money at the end of that trade than I started with, because I already pulled off my initial investment and now I'm just letting it run, seeing if it continues to run, and it did. In fact, I made more money today than I made the previous day because, as you can see, September 8th all the way to through September 10th today, we were killing it. And lower left to upper right, that's the way we like it. Casey and Sunshine Band. Take a look at this one. Shake Shack. My also Josh Brown pal said, hey, Shake Shack, God, love that doc, but I'm going to hold on to it. You're getting out too early. Josh might be right, folks, but he was also right that these are options that expire the 11th of September. We know that September 11th holds a lot in many of our minds. This has nothing to do with the trade, but everything to do with America. And September 11th, 2001 was a pretty ugly time, folks. So when we're remembering people, what I'll try to do is remember when I'm donating money to some charities tomorrow, I'll try to remember how lucky I was with this trade in Shake Shack. Because yesterday I got into Shake Shack when this was an at-the-money call. I have the right to buy it at 67. The stock is 67. Where'd the stock go? That's where the stock went, through 72 today. So in the first hour of trade, it ran all the way to 72. So if you have the right to buy it at 67 and it goes to 72, what's that worth? $5 differential between where you have the right to buy it and where the stock is. 67, 72. You guys get the idea. $5. What did we pay for those options? We didn't pay $5 for them. We paid $1, let's say $1.50 for them. $1.50, you take it to $5, a triple, 300% in a day. King. Bang. All right, let's get to another, shall we? But first, if you'd like to learn how to trade spreads, please check out marketrebellion.com/get started. Why? Because so many of you would like to cut your risk down rather than taking more risk. It's possible to use options to do both. Take more risk, take less risk. Define your risk with options. But we don't just teach options. We teach futures, cryptocurrencies, and stock technicals. If you'd like to learn more about any of those, folks, please go on over to marketrebellion.com/get started. Triple Qs. Look at this. This looks like an election bet to me. Somebody's in here buying 34,000 of these 274 puts, and then they paid $18.50, let's say. It says $18.44. Let's say $18.50. And then they sold the 252 puts against it for $11. So what does that mean? That means somebody has the right to push stock, in this case an ETF, the Qs, at 274 into somebody else's account, and they paid a hefty $18.50 for it, but they collected $11 for the sale of those 252 puts. The maximum that this spread could go to the downside, because you have the right to sell at 274, you've given somebody else the right to sell to you at 252. That is $22, folks. How much did they pay for that? $7. So in other words, this could be a triple too. And they did it 3.4 million share equivalent, because 34,000 is 3.4 million share equivalent. That's a big, big bet on the downside. Somebody thinks that we could see more tumult in the market, and they want some December puts just in case. What does that look like? It looks like that. Where did they buy them? There's 279.36. Now it's 274. So they've already been making, the index has dropped $5 since they did this trade. So somebody had some pretty good timing, and thank goodness they did, because it helps me out, because I got a lot of long positions on. All right, let's get to the second of our 3 at 3. It is none other than Coach or Tapestry. They're in here buying at the money calls, just like they were in Shake Shack. They're buying at the money, SEP 15 calls with the stock at 15.05. I bought those calls too. There it is. It keeps moving to the upside. They're now 70 cents in the money. They were at the money when they did it. They're now 70 cents in the money as of that chart. That, my friends, is already making us some money, and I've already taken some profits in Tapestry. Final of our 3 at 3. Take a look right now. Capri. As I said to Scott Wapner, my friend, the judge, I said, Judge, you know what? I got two, count them, two luxury retailers. One, Tapestry, which is also Coach. Second one, Capri. Why? Because these guys do Jimmy Choo shoes. You guys, many of you guys, or in particular you gals, know what Jimmy Choo is. It's one of the premier makers of women's shoes. Also, they do Versace. Now, they are the sales side of these. So, Capri, they were buying the in-the-money calls, the SEP 1850 calls. They expire next Friday. So, when somebody's buying something short-dated, I want to be careful of T, theta. So, in this case, theta, time decay, for these, I bought these calls, paid $1.15 for these calls. Now, how's that working out? Well, the stock was $19 at the time. So these were 50 cents in the money. Where'd they go? Well, they went higher. Where is it now? Let me see. Just a moment ago, it was even higher. Now I'm going to check and see where we're at right now. CPRI, Capri, $20.15. Cha-ching! So you have the right to take it from somebody at $18.50. You pay $1.15 for it, like me, which was pretty sweet. Then it goes to, wrong direction. It goes to $20. So it's worth at least $1.50 intrinsically in the money. It's traded for more than that. In fact, let me see where I took off some of these today. So the regular September, not tomorrow expiration, regular September 1850 calls traded to, and my fill is, cha-ching, wow. I show a spike to $3, folks. I don't know who got those. It wasn't this guy. But I do show that I was able to get $2.20 for these. So I paid $1.50. Is that what I paid? $1.50? $1.15, sorry. $1.15 for these. Took $2.20 off the table. Cha-ching, that's $1.05 on a $1.15 investment. I'll take that all day long. Took half of them off. I have more. I hope they continue to run this thing. If they don't, what do you do, John? I'm glad you asked. If they don't, I'll hit the exits like that and take profits. Why? Because once I've pulled money off the table, I get kind of greedy. I want to hold on to more of that money. So I'm willing to let it run, but I snug up a pretty tight stop so that I get the rest of my money out of this trade if it doesn't work. Now, the broad market, for whatever reason, sold off rather hard after the halftime report. Maybe those puts, that 34,000 lot of puts that we described right here, maybe that's one of the reasons, huh? But in any case, the broad market selling off gave us an opportunity to position ourselves to the downside with those puts. Bang. Want to learn more about how we do what we do? Check out marketrebellion.com/UOA. That is marketrebellion.com/UOA. Thank you for joining me, folks. I hope you have a great day. Remember, it's always a bull market or bear market somewhere, and we try to find it and give you guys an opportunity to trade right along with us. Thank you for your patience. I'll see you tomorrow back here on Market Rebellion Television. Bang.